All right, we got an epic matchup between the Howell Hammers and the Seattle Snakes coming up very shortly. Howell Hammers are coming off a win in their last game against the Albuquerque Coyotes, currently 1-2. And then Seattle Snakes are coming off a destroying loss to the Las Vegas, and they're trying to bounce back from that. Seattle Snakes, an interesting fact about him is that he's a John Birdie enthusiast and also a wealthy American industrialist. And then an interesting fact about the Howell Hammers is that his favorite season is winter. I'll throw in these random facts throughout the season to provide some entertainment. I'll also tell you a little bit more about the players before we get this broadcast started. Hammer is 5'10", 150 pounds, a senior, so it's the last ride for him, a sport management major, and his hometown is Howell, New Jersey. On the other hand, Matt Snakes Caskell is 6'1", 155 pounds, a grad student, 5th year, majoring in accounting from Boca Raton, Florida. So we'll see what happens. On my prediction, since I always do that before the game, I think that Howell will take this game. I think that Howell's defense, and I think I have a weird feeling that his three-point shooting is going to play a big role in this game, and that he's going to, I do think that Seattle is going to continue playing his tough defense and definitely continue getting some blocks, but I still think Howell is going to come away with it, so we'll see what happens. All right, we got Howell in his alternate orange shirt, wearing his orange shorts with black shoes, wearing the orange wristbands still again. We got Seattle in his new uniform, very, very clean, with his black shoes with the green laces, typical Snakes colors. We got Stone refereeing this game. Hammer comes away with the tip-off and goes up with it and misses it, and Snakes knocks it out of bounds, so it's Hammer's ball on the inbounds. Hammer driving in, tempting Snakes to come, but Snakes backs up. Hammer pulls up from way downtown and misses it off the backboard. Snakes comes away with the rebound. Hammer's trying to get revenge over last game with Seattle. Seattle took a really big lead, but Howell came back, but was ultimately unable to pull through. Seattle came away with that game. So Hammer's going to play extra tough, in my opinion, to try to take this game, get revenge. Pressing him off top as Hammer did against Albuquerque as well, and he gets the steal, pays off. He throws it up and misses it. Seattle driving in. He loses the ball. And Hammer comes away with it, but Seattle blocks. Seattle didn't even realize that he lost the ball, so he's still going up. But he had good recovery defense, and he gives a nice little smile to the camera. Hammer has the ball, goes up with it and misses, and Seattle comes away with the rebound. Seattle trying to take the early lead. He goes up with 3 and airballs it, and Howell dunks it home. Seattle should not take many threes, and he really struggles to shoot them. So we'll see what he does. He fakes like he's gonna chuck it off Hammer, almost loses his foot, actually throws it off Hammer, but Hammer comes away. Andre's calling it looks like a jump ball, but no, that's not the case. A foul definitely could have been called on the play. Let's see if it was. Oh, that's what Andre was complaining about. Yeah, and there was a foul called. Hammer roll of 1 free throw coming up and 1. Let's see if he can make the 3-point play and finish it off. And it was. To take an early 5-0 lead. Snakes in a deep hole. Let's see how he responds. Backing him down with a lot of force. Still dribbling in. Backing him down. Goes up with a very good block by Hammer. Hammer goes up with it and misses, and Snakes comes away with the rebound. Snakes backing him down, dribbling in. Still backing him down. Staying outside the crease and blocked again by Hammer. And I think there's some smack talk there. I'm not too sure what he said, but he definitely needs to know about the ball. Not in my eyes. Snakes ball in the inbound. He really needs some points here. He fakes like he's going to pull it back from 3. And he dunks it home. I'd say that's throughout PHL history, that's probably been Snakes' best move. Driving in and then dunking it very hard. Stop that when Snakes drives in really hard. Hammer goes up and Snakes lets out a little clap that I think got to Hammer's head and he misses the three. Snakes driving in. Dribbling in. Backing him down. Oh, no, the Snakes had to take that back and he didn't, so. Oh, no, Hammer had to take it back and he didn't, so it's Snakes' ball. Because the shot hit the backboard. Snakes driving in with a lot of force. Bounces. Goes up with it and misses, and then the hoop falls down. Hammer's ball. Hammer goes up from three, misses. But playing very tight defense, quickly gets the Snakes. Snakes goes up with a block by Hammer. Andre is calling a foul. I don't know about that. Great block. 2 free throws for Snakes. See if he can hit them. He's kind of struggling this year with his free throws. He usually is a very good shooter, but last game against Hammer, he didn't shoot well. Hammer's challenging the play that Snakes crossed the line before the ball hit the rim. It would be a free throw violation. And it was successful. But Snakes hits his second free throw to make it 5-3. It'll be Hammer's ball. 2-point game now. Hammer just holding the ball, waiting for Snakes to make a move. Driving in, Snakes gets a little piece of it, knocks it back, but Hammer still has possession. Goes up with it and misses off the rim. Snakes comes away with the rebound. Snakes can tie up the game with a 2, but he pulls up from 3 again and not even close. That cost him another 2 points. 7-3 now, Hammer. Snakes doesn't bounce it to himself and loses the ball. Turnovers really cost him in this game. Howell pulls up for it and misses. The ball goes out of bounds. It'll be Seattle's ball in bounds. Seattle dribbling in. Hammer knocks it away out of bounds. Seattle Hammer pressing Seattle. And Seattle loses out of bounds for a team's possession. Seattle dribbling in. Can't keep his dribble. It's a double dribble. It'll be Hammer. Hammer goes up for it and misses. But playing really tight defense. Good move there by Snakes, but he's unable to finish. Hammer got a little piece of it. Hammer goes up for it and misses off the rim. Snakes comes away through that Snakes. Oh my gosh, Hammer took a nice tumble, but he quickly got off. Snakes falls down and kicks the ball out of bounds. And great sportsmanship there, buddy. That's no high five. It's a very interesting tumble. But Snakes took one as well. I would think that's got to be on the PHL memes page. Coming up very shortly. Viewers are interested in that. Hammer goes up for it and misses it. Shooting a lot of threes this year. Gets a little piece of it. But Snakes makes a bad decision and tries to go up with it inside the crease, but basket does not count. Hammer goes up with it and hits his first 3 of the game. That was much. That was a very nice shot. Nothing wrong with that. Hammer called that shot, too. Seattle has the ball. You really need to respond or this game could get ugly. He loses the ball but retains possession. It was off Hammer. Snakes driving in hard. Stays up to the crease, goes up for it and misses it. Hammer comes away with the rebound. Hammer goes up with it and hits it again. Wow. It's back-to-back threes now. Another switch. We're a little bit on it. Still very nice looking shot.
Call on the court. It's a 3 for Howell. That plays under review.
We're still in a seeing if it was a 3-pointer. Let's see. I think it was, yeah. You can see his feet are obviously.
After further review, call on the court stands. Howell scores 3.
Howell now 2 points away from winning. Snake's getting very frustrated, you can tell. Snake's driving in. Goes up with it and hits it to make it 13-5 instead. Good move there by Snakes. Hammer went for the steal. Goes unable to get it. It cost him. Snakes had 2 pretty easy points, but it was a good finish by him. Howell ball. Howell goes up with it and misses. Snakes comes away with the rebound and loses it out of bounds. And he scratches his head in frustration. Hammer goes up for another 3 and misses. Snakes goes away with it. Takes a timeout. Let's see how he responds after that timeout. Snakes has it. Hammer knocks it out of bounds. Hammer takes a timeout. Hammer's ball. That was off Snakes. Let's see if Howell can end it here. Snakes tries to go for the steal, but unable to get it. Hammer pulls up and misses. Jump ball on the court. Hammer comes away with the tip. He goes up with it, blocked by Snakes, and Snakes finishes it to make it 13-7. Good play there by Snakes. He's really locking down and playing tight defense now. Better than he's played all year. Howell needs to end it and finish Snakes before giving him a little bit of hope and momentum. Howell goes up for it and misses off the rim. Let's see if Snakes can make it a 4-point game now. Snakes driving in, picks up his dribble, has it. Howell ball there. Snakes squeeze the ball, which is illegal in PHL, so it's Hammer's ball. Hammer goes up with it for 3 and misses. Snakes comes away with the rebound. Snakes dribbling in. Hammer knocks it out of bounds. Wow. Shows that hard and hustle, but unable to save it. It's a nice dive to go for the ball, but was just unable to keep it. Snakes his ball. Great steal there by Hammer. Hammer goes up with it, misses, and slips. Seattle's ball. Backing him down. He goes up with a block by Hammer. He gets the rebound. He puts it up for 3, misses. Seattle ball. Seattle puts it in to make it 13-9, making it very easy. Hammer throws it off the back wall to himself. Drives in, puts it up, misses, gets his own rebound, keeps it in bounds. Great footwork there by him. Driving in, puts it up, gets his own rebound, misses, gets his own rebound. Basket interference on Snakes. And Howell takes the game by a score of 15-9. So Howell takes the game by a score of 15-9. He had 5 blocks in that game, 6 steals compared to Snakes' 0, which I think was a major differential in the game. Snakes out-rebounded him 15-8. Howell's fighting for the rebound lead in all-time rebounds with the Crushers. I just thought I'd throw that in there as well. Hammer hit 2 huge threes that were big differential in the game, but I think what stood out to me most was that Howell played with this serious energy again and had a lot of steals and put a lot of pressure on Snakes, which made it very tough on him and also frustrated him. I'd say that Snakes took a couple of dumb threes too, which were very, very bad shots and led to Howell getting 4 easy points. Yeah, I think that Snake should probably stop taking threes or practice them a little more if he is going to shoot them in game because they really cost him. I think that another interesting thing that I took away from the game was how much both players slipped. I don't know if it was the court or what, or the shoes that they're wearing not having good grip, but Snakes definitely took a nice tumble or two, and Howell also fell a couple of times. So we'll have to see how that storyline develops, but that's something to know for future PHL games as well, that the court might be a little bit slippery. But yeah, so now PHL standings are looking like Howell is currently in 4th place at 2-2. Seattle is also 2-2. They both have the same point differential, but since Howell had a better record in the previous PHL, well, it goes to strength of schedule after that, but they both have the same strength of schedule. So then the next tiebreaker is previous record in previous PHL, and Howell was better, so Howell was on top of Seattle. Albuquerque still sits in last place. Vegas and Eckley still the top. Vegas in 1st place. We'll have to see how PHL develops, but it's very interesting and a big win for Howell on a 2-game winning streak now.